This is the process shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen Honk for Jesus. Save your soul. It's a newish comedy drama slash mockumentary from director Adamma Ebo, following Lee Curtis and Trinity Childs, a married couple who runs a Southern Baptist megachurch, as they attempt to rebuild their reputation and their congregation after a scandal shuts them down for about a year. However, the road to redemption is far from smooth. From accusations of hypocrisy, trying to practice what they preach, and a rivalry with a newer church that sprang up in their absence. Behind the scenes, things aren't any better, as vignettes from the child's life is far from anything that they put on for the cameras or their congregation. A fact which Trinity is slowly beginning to realize over the following weeks. Trinity is definitely made out to be the true main character from the start of the film, and her actions and perspective are definitely what drive the narrative forward. She's given a very well-rounded development over time, initially frustrated with only the inciting situation, but eventually coming to have an issue with everything and everybody, including the documentary crew. This story is effectively an illustration of a person's loss of control over a situation, and in Trinity's case, the last few vestiges of comfort and normalcy she's known, all at the hands of someone who thinks that they can just coast through the whole ordeal and come out the other end unscathed. The final moments of the movie cement this idea excellently, but it's made equally clear during other points within the story, further creating a greater sort of power struggle between not only the Childs and others in their community, but between Lee Curtis and Trinity themselves. Speaking of which, the contrast in their personalities and motivations is especially well performed by Regina Hall as Trinity and Sterling K. Brown as Lee Curtis, both of whom are not only able to bring out their characters' real selves and how they want to be seen within the documentary, but can blend these two sort of faces together without appearing unnatural. There's an ongoing theme in general regarding this sort of performance creation within reality, whether it be the Childs putting on a front, the cross-cutting within the film back and forth between documentary and reality, or the few occasions where a character does state their truth only to be rebuked for it. While the movie doesn't explicitly look to explore these facets, it's all certainly integral given how much performance is a part of the Childs' work as pastors. Moving on, the film's technical elements are rather more in line with the aforementioned cutting between the documentary footage and the film's reality. The two sides of the story are clearly separated with not only aspect ratio differences, but subtler color tone changes, with the documentary footage being a bit brighter and saturated, while real-world footage is given a more neutral palette, in a way showing how the former is made out like a dolled-up version of a less exciting truth. There's also a clearer difference in the direction of these scenes, with real sequences often taking place in singular locations, with a focus on conversations and dialogue, while the documentary will cut around and insert outside source material to develop upon the world of the story, with a much more dynamic sense of pacing and a focus on actual events. Over time, the two perspectives start to meet each other, not necessarily merging, but more reminding the audience that there are cameras following the characters around, quietly scrutinizing and criticizing everything that goes on. It's not only another piece of the film's greater topics, but stylistically a way to show this crossing between performance and honesty, and how the two cannot always be balanced without losing a bit of the truth of a person. Or, well, something like that, anyways. Honk for Jesus. Save your soul. Adamma Ebo, 2022. 4 stars. I'd say it's worth giving a watch. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you have something to add, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. I kind of wonder what the movie would be like if it had tried to keep up the mockumentary approach throughout the whole story. Probably wouldn't be as effective, but it might have been fun if they could pull it off right.